magandang tanghali to everyone, and thank you so much for coming to Bulal. Ayan, so today is a very special day for us kasi we prepared a 5-course tasting menu for everyone. So we hope everyone's hungry. Tutulog na tayo lahat?
Yes!
Ayan. Ayan, so together with Clara, we wanted to create a very special experience for everyone. Like what we mentioned, we wanted to elevate the simple dining experience by using our ready-made sauces. So, to start, we prepared our first course. So, we're gonna be serving it in a while. So, dito sa harap natin, right beside me, per podium, we highlighted the Clara products that we use per dish. So, meron na natin yung mga salads, Robbie. Ayan. So, the first dish, in front of you, meron tayong menu. We call this the black tie. Ayan. So, we wanted to incorporate the calamari, the pasta negra for this salad. So, sinasabi namin na when we say it's a pasta sauce, yung notion natin is we only use it for pasta. But we wanted to explore the versatility of the product by using it as a salad dressing. So the good thing about the pasta negra is that it's already pasteurized. So straight from the pouch, you can incorporate it directly into sa sauce salad, which is what we did exactly with the black tie. So we use the pasta negra for 2 components of this salad dish. So ginamit natin siya as a batter for the squid rings, and then ginamit natin siya as a vinaigrette for the salad dressing. So also in this salad, naglagay tayo ng mga usual suspects for a good salad. So we added some lettuce, cherry tomato, feta cheese, and then we added some fried sardine linguine. So parang it's gonna give us that crunch. So instead of using croutons, we wanted to use also a pasta. Gumamit tayo ng sardine mo pasta linguine para siya yung medyo yung may konting texture and crunch dito sa ating dish. So in a while, we will start serving our appetizer, which is called the black tie. So we hope you guys enjoy our first dish. Thank you so much.
Black tie, Chef. Grabe, ang sarap.
You can try.
I will try later, pero itsura pa lang, grabe. Ang sarap na.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and I can hear kanina some of the stories ng friends natin when they were trying. Talagang nag-work yung balance of vinaigrette and the feta cheese, and then using the pasta negra sauce.
You know, yung important usually pag salad you need to stir up the appetite. So it needs to be something konting sour para na yung palate mo. It prepares your palate for more savory and more heavier next dishes. So it's really a good starter para lang really to kick up the appetite. So it's a good salad, which is no different from our second dish.
Yeah.
Ayan. So if you see from your cards, ang second dish natin, we call this not takoyaki.
Not takoyaki?
Yes.
Bakit may not, Chef?
It's takoyaki but it's not. So, syempre ang hero natin for this dish is walang iba kundi yung ating creamy crab pasta sauce, yung ating crab flavor sauce. So ako, I really love using this for pasta. And normally pag when I cook rice, yan yung nilalagay ko. So you don't need to put anything wala nang seasoning. You just put the crab sauce, yun na yun. Very umami, very manilang. And I think it's a perfect add-on to create, or per se, to recreate a takoyaki concept. So what you have in front of you, it's a panipuri basically. So ang panipuri is an Indian shell. Basically, it's a deep fried shell na nilalagyan nila ng maraming mga Indian elements. So you put beans, you put sauces inside. So I was thinking, nung dinedevelop namin to, sabi ko, why don't we do a takoyaki version, but let's make it creative. So we put all the takoyaki components inside. So once you bite into your not takoyaki, you'll get a taste of mashed potato that we blended with our crab sauce.
Wow.
So meron siyang Clara Olay crab sauce. So doon pa lang, you can really taste the seafood umami flavor bursting inside your mouth. And then we added some seared salmon. So may mga salmon flakes sa loob. So yun yung parang pinaka-meat natin. So we want to highlight the seafood elements dito sa ating takoyaki. And then syempre nilagay tayo ng salmon roe caviar on top. Then since we're doing takoyaki, hindi mawawala yung takoyaki sauce. So meron tayo the signature takoyaki sauce. So we made it from scratch. And then syempre yung ginamit natin, we added some dip it good na Clara Olay na cheddar cheese. So yun yung ginamit natin pang drizzle. So, and then meron din tayo yung burrito flakes on top para talagang mukha siyang takoyaki, but it's not. So to best enjoy this dish, we hope that you drizzle yung lemon, you squeeze the lemon on top, and then since takoyaki is a finger food, so we recommend na 1 bite siya. So you enjoy this second dish, our second course, ng 1 bite. So squeeze the lemon, and then grab a takoyaki and then one bite siya. So yun yung magiging challenge natin. So it's a group by goodness to prepare us for our next dish. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoy our version of a takoyaki but not. Wala tayo sa kalahati. Yeah, pero we had fun making it kasi yung goal din naman natin is really to incorporate as much as we can at Holiday products. But at the same time, to make very unique concepts na worth your time.
Yeah, sabi nila round daw.
Hindi. Siguro kasi wala pa tayo sa half. So itong third dish natin, this is the halfway dish natin. So this is actually our first course. So siya yung first natin. Kasi tapos na tayo sa salad, nag-starter na tayo. So this is our first course, this is a pasta. So we call this the Dak Galbi Assassina.
Dak Galbi Assassina.
So,
Wow. Pang-spelling bee. Pang-spelling bee.
But it's really a fusion of different concepts. So, i-break down na natin yung dish na to. So, when we say Dak Galbi, D-A-K, spelling, D-A-K-G-A-L-B-I. So, it's a Korean dish. Basically, it's a marinated chicken na you mix with mozzarella, you mix with tteokbokki. So, parang siyang Korean noodle. But, since ayaw namin gumamit ng chicken and we wanna elevate this dish, gumamit tayo ng seared duck breast. And dito sa dish na to, ito yung bida natin. So the duck breast, we coated it in our Clarolet kung pao sauce. So yung yung flavor of duck breast natin is flavored by the pasta sauce ng kung pao. So you can really taste the Asian profile. It's gonna be very sweet. It's gonna be made thick ng spice. And then yung pinaka-pasta natin, we call this, yung assassina naman, it's actually yung sinasabi naman nila, the assassina pasta is a blasphemous pasta attack. Kasi yung pagluluto natin ng pasta assassina is you don't cook the pasta in pasta water. You cook the pasta directly into the sauce. So, malalasahan natin na the pasta is gonna be a little, may konting siya, how do you call this, yung, may konting resistance yung pasta natin. So we cook it in our Clarolet chunky tomato with basil sauce. So doon natin siya niluto. And what's really crucial about the assassina pasta is yung sokarat yan. So para kumakain ng paella. So it's gonna be like may mga toasted parts siya. So sinusunod talaga natin siya. It's really parang you get to enjoy that nice smoky profile from the burnt nung pasta natin. But at the same time, it's gonna complement the entire dish. So, even more to highlight the smokiness, naglagay din tayo ng hickory barbecue sauce dun sa ating pasta. So the Clarolet hickory is not just for marinade, you can also use it to heighten or emphasize the smokiness of your pasta dish. And then on top of our Dak Galbi Assassina, naglagay din tayo ng gochujang butter. Since we want to stay true to the Korean nitong dish natin, meron tayong gochujang butter that our servers will torch para lang din to talagang tustakin na natin itong dish. So you're gonna get like sweet Asian profile, you're gonna get nice smoky flavors, and overall this is one of our heavier dishes tonight. Tonight, ano bang araw na? Ayan. So today, it's gonna be one of our heavier, and really in terms of playfulness, I think this is the most playful kasi we incorporated a lot of different concepts to make this pasta work. So we're gonna serve it with a piece of focaccia and some fresh basil leaves para lang din to balance out the really dense and very smoky pasta. So I hope you guys enjoy our version of the Dak Galbi Assassina.
Interesting din to, chef
Oo,
Kasi
kasi-
kami chicken.
Chicken inasal talaga yung nakasanayan natin, diba? Since pero nagtama tayo kanina. So, yung ginawa naman namin version ngayon is beef inasal. So ngayon, we wanna highlight naman yung mga marinades ng Clarolet. So kanina, we focus on the pasta sauces, we focus on the dips. And then ngayon naman, yung pinaka-highlight natin is really the inasal marinade. So with the Clarolet inasal marinade, ano siya? So we use the beef sirloin cubes. So ginawa natin siya para siya nakakabab. So it's on a skewer, pero we marinated it dito sa inasal. So you get a nice lemongrass feel. Yung parang suka dun sa marinade, nandun din siya. So it's the flavor is very subtle, but yung feeling ko yung acidity din yung marinade natin, that soften the beef dito sa dish natin. So, yung version natin ito is, yan. So, seared beef inasal, tenderloin, And then meron tayong Adlai Coconut Rice. So, para lang din, medyo healthy ng konti kasi ang dami na natin sitro na kinain. So, Adlai tayo is high in fiber, it's a grain. So, tapos niluto natin siya sa coconut. Then, yung sausawan natin dito, this is where it gets interesting. So, di ba yung inasal natin, normally sinasawso natin siya sa vinegar and toyo. So, yung inasal sauce, pinaluhan natin siya nitong claroli dips and dressings na Asian sauce. So, para lang din to give it a nice Asian twist. Yun. Tapos, meron din tayong atsara to balance it out. So, meron tayong medyo spicy gochujaro atsara. So, it's really a well-rounded dish, focusing on the parang highlighting inasal as a dish, pero of course, we use, parang in-elevate natin siya. Gumamit tayo ng beef tenderloin. And then, yung dip natin, hindi natin siya pwede kainin na without the dips and dressing ng Asian dressing. So ngayon, yung salad dressing natin, ginamit natin siya as a dipping sauce. So pwede siyang gano'n. So nakita lang natin yung versatility ng mga Clarole products kasi that's what we've been doing. So yung mga pasta sauces natin, ginagamit natin siya to glaze. Yung mga marinades natin, ginagamit natin siya as a pasta sauce. So hindi lang tayo limited na when we say it's a pasta sauce, gagamitin lang natin siya for pasta. So there's, limitless possibilities dito sa mga sauces natin. Kaya sabi nila, for easy cooking, it's already. So wala kang ibang hahanapin pa. It's really all the sauces that we, niro-rotate namin siya, iba-ibang functionality. Yun. So this dish does just that. So sana ma-enjoy niyo, our beef inasal.
I hope you guys are ready. Your cameras and your attention is ready here in front because we have a new show, care of Chef Wado. For the dessert. Alright, Chef Wado, I will be your assistant. Let me know how I can assist you.
Try mo muna.
Okay. Iko pa ako. Yeah. Oh, lami. Ano ba? Grabe. Parang winter. Wow. Pili ko nasa South Korea ako. Wow.
Ipapatay muna natin. Ayan. So, today we want to make fresh ice cream from scratch. So we're going to use liquid nitrogen for our last dish. So basically, liquid nitrogen, parang siyang boiling water pero negative degree. Ayan. So basically, liquid nitrogen can also cook, pero yung cooking niya is paalat. So, mas malamig ka basically. And also you have to be very careful with handling liquid nitrogen kasi nakakapasok siya talaga. It can really cause burn. So ngayon, one thing I like about working with liquid nitrogen kasi it can freeze very, very fast. So we can do ice cream in just less than 10 minutes. So, pass around natin. So get one para lang you get to experience yung how liquid nitrogen feels. So ipapass around ni Bill, tapos kagaling niyo siya agad. Pag kinain niyo siya, you have to bite it right away para makita niyo yung effect ng smoke. Kasi kapag something very, very frozen, nag-contact siya with something very warm, like your mouth, yung bibig natin, nagre-react agad siya. So it's really fun, entertaining. Pero kailangan isa-serve mo siya na wala na yung liquid nitrogen. It has to evaporate agad. Kasi pag kinain niyo siya with the liquid nitrogen, you might burn your fingers, which is very, very unsafe. Kaya medyo nakakapanig din kasi I see a lot of people selling liquid nitrogen desserts on the street. Tapos parang hindi sila ganun ka-careful with handling liquid nitrogen. So it has to be handled by someone who's done or who's worked with liquid nitrogen before. So ngayon, what's very interesting today, nagawa tayo ng ice cream from scratch. So we have all the ice cream components, but syempre yung Clarole natin na mango, peach mango, Ayan. So for our last entry and yung finale natin, of course, we are gonna make nitro ice cream. So liquid nitrogen ice cream. So yung ice cream natin is gonna be blast frozen using liquid nitrogen. Siyempre, papasarapin natin siya. The flavor of our ice cream is, of course, our peach mango, spread by Clara Malis. Ito yung gagamitin natin. So this is what's gonna give the fruity, sweet notes dito sa ating ice cream. So now we have our mixer here. Ilalagay lang natin lahat ng ingredients natin. So here. Yeah, medyo ano naman. So first, we're gonna put our heavy cream. Lalagay lang natin ang heavy cream para talagang ice cream based siya. So we're gonna add egg yolks also. So worry tayo, di ba? Like I mentioned kanina, if we're gonna use something fresh like egg yolks, kailangan naluluto siya. You have to cook it at a certain temperature. But again, since we're working with liquid nitrogen, maluluto siya. We're gonna add some milk also. Lagay natin yung milk. And some vanilla extra. So we're not gonna add sugar anymore. Gagamitin na natin yung ating Clara like peach mango. Kutsara. Stop. Kaya ako eh. So i-mix lang natin siya ng konti para yung egg yolk natin is ma-spread out. And then gradually we're gonna add our peach mango. So this is normally ano siya, bread spread. So you can spread it on crackers, toast. Pero ngayon gagamitin natin siya as an ice cream flavoring. So ito yung mabibigay ng tamis and fruity sour notes dito sa ating liquid nitrogen gelato. Interesting.
Chef, any particular reason why you're using yung paddle instead of this attachment?
Kasi paddle attachment, kasi later we're gonna add liquid nitrogen. So mag-fish siya eh. So mas-skip na yung whisk ko. Pag kayo naman pwede naman whisk yan, actually, pag liquid form siya. Pero once it solidifies, pag churn siya, kailangan paddle attachment.
Scientific.
The science behind it. Okay, okay. Sige, ang lasa-lasa.
Peach mango. This is exciting. Grabe. The process pa lang. We are doing the dessert right in front of you guys. Excited na kami lahat matikman siya. Pero we're enjoying watching you and seeing the process of this.
Yeah, so, lagyan din tayo ng konting salt to balance everything. Okay. Kasi, para ano, para hindi siya cloying, hindi siya nakakaumay. Okay. Okay, so ngayon meron kayo mga dessert spoons, no? So once you finish the one, the fresh batch, papatry ko lang sa inyo lahat and then later on the serving portion. So, yun. Okay, sabay tayo magluluto. Ako when I cook with, normally you call it cooking pa rin naman. When you cook with liquid nitrogen, so lahat ng mga components ng ice cream natin, we're gonna fry it in liquid nitrogen para yung marshmallows natin, the ice gem, tsaka meron tayong marshmallow with mango filling also. Para lang din mas buo yung peach mango experience natin. Yeah, so it's ready na. So let's turn half muna. So kung gusto mo half. Smaller portions muna tayo. Okay. So gradually, we're just gonna add sa yung liquid nitrogen natin. So imagine natin yung pinaka-ice cream base natin is at room temperature. So normally room temperature 27, 30 degrees. So using liquid nitrogen, we're gonna bring it down to a negative temperature, yung ice cream natin. So yeah, this is where the magic happens. So the egg yolk natin is gonna be pasteurized during this process kasi nga sobrang lamig niya. So once again also hear the kitchen aid, medyo bumabaga na yung mixing niya kasi nagiging solid ng konti yung ano natin, yung ating ice cream base. Wow. Social class kayo mga students. Ano lang? Pipiliin ko yung very makas. So yan, medyo naka-IC na siya. So you can hear the solid ano na siya. So parang a couple years back, mga 4 years ago, I started parang uso pa yung food park noon eh. So nag-food park business ako using Liquid Nitrogen. So this is very nostalgic. Well, naiyak pala. Kasi nagsara na siya. Pwede kayo lumapit. If you wanna approach, pwede naman.
We can see the, parang nag-harden siya, parang siyang ice cream.
Pero ito yung sa sides pa lang. So, we're just gonna continue turning. Ito-turn lang natin siya. So, sinascrape lang natin yung mga nasa gilid. Para mas ma-speed up natin yung cooling process.
Parang may lalabas ng genie anytime.
Anong wish mo?
Ang wish ko, isang buong.
Pang sarili pala.
Wow. Ito pala yung issue na lang dito na ito dyan siya. First time ko yung makakita and so amazed. It has to be very safe. Kailangan, maingat at marunong talaga yung handling.
Kasi yung challenge din, narinig ko kasi kanina gagayanin ko nila sa bahay.
Hindi yan nagabenta ng Liquid Nitrogen for home.
Parang yan ang may challenge. At least may isang dish na hindi nila kaya gawin.
Yes, and may reason para pumunta, lalo dito sa Brutal. Yes.
We do the ice cream process, na normal one. Siguro mga 30 minutes for 1 liter, 1 batch of ice cream. So, mabagal yung ano niya, yung change ng temperature. With liquid nitrogen, din nga, like I mentioned, 10 minutes kaya na natin. And then the difference with ice cream done ng liquid nitrogen, mas less yung ice crystallization. Kasi normally kapag nag-churn ka, nag-yelo pa siya eh. Ito wala nang chance mag-yelo kasi diretso creaming process na siya. Tapos, napi-freeze siya. So, mas creamier, denser yung ano natin, technically yung ating nitrogen ice cream. So, matatry nyo naman mamaya. Sinaspray ko na yung gilid kasi bakal yung mixer natin. So, bumidikit talaga sa bakal. So, madami. Kailangan, mabilis lang naman. Para lang kung may content. Yan, malapit na. Nagtitigil na siya eh.
Yes, ayan o.
Siguro mga isang ganito na lang.
Parang may pa-fireworks, so may mga tumatalsik-talsik na.
Yeah. So yun, get your spoons ready. So we'll pack this bowl around para yung get to taste fresh gelato. Tapos yun, pag-ready na kami sa packet na ng tasting portions to finish this 5-course tasting menu. Yeah, you can come close.
The process is so amazing.
How amazing.
Super amazing.
Chef, ako maalala ko, Dippin' Dots, di ba nitro rin yung ginagawa nila?
Basically, para siyang liquid ice cream, tinadrop nila sa liquid nitrogen. So, ganito yung itsura niya ngayon. So, medyo nagsasolidify na siya. So, kanina it was liquid a couple of minutes ago. Pero ngayon, medyo nag-churn na natin siya properly. So, we're gonna do our last turning para lang mag-solidify siya. So, dapat dahan-dahan kasi medyo solid na siya, so prone na siya sa pilansek. So, again, this cannot be done without professional supervision. Kasi hindi pag natamaan ka niya, na burn siya talaga. Napasok ka talaga.
Sabi nga. Sir, parang tama nga na naman yun.
Tanong pala. Ayan.
Sir, wala mo gulatan. Ayan. Exciting eh. Medyo kailangan po natin mag-trust ng very, very light. Hindi ko pa naman po pangarap papasok ng liquid nitrogen. Pero, seeing the process of, wow, it's getting creamier na.
Yes. Yeah, so I think we're okay. We're almost done.
Sir.
Tikman muna natin siya. Para siyang... Sobrang creamy naman. So, we'll pass this around. You have your stools with you. Para lang na meron tayong first dibs dito sa ano natin. Ano, last, para mas malamig. Pwede kayo lumapit para matikman niyo. Para ano na tayo. Close na tayo eh.
Pasado ka, ito gamitin mo.
Pinagpawis na ko dun sa tanong mo, chef eh.
Marami na kasi napasok.
Get your spoons, guys. Ayan, make sure na may spoon kayo and camera ready for you to have the first taste.
Extra food.
So, like I mentioned earlier, kapag liquid nitrogen ice cream siya, it's very smooth. Wala siyang room for air, wala siyang room for ice. So, yan.
So, it's
Kaya
dips nga, no?
Dip style.
Tingnan natin.
Kunin niyo yung reaction niyo, ah. Try it.
What can you say?
It's cool. Okay, para...
Wow, the peach mango. Nitro gelato.
Kamusta?
That was nice.